So you're going to get a lot of people who are going to learn with you. Okay.
Good.
Basically, thank you for being the sacrificial lamb.
Willing. More than
All
willing.
right. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get this link here, get everybody in the group. I know there's people not in the Discord getting this notification right now. They should be joining in any second. Now, let me go ahead and let everybody know. Everyone, they're one-on-one. All right. Do you have your mic plugged into the jack completely? Because you're a little staticky. So just make sure you got a solid connection there. Yeah. Just coming in a little staticky there. Oh, man. What's going on, guys? All right. So we're going to do a 1348. Yeah, there you go. So once you take the mic out, you hear the echo, right? Yeah. So now you got it plugged in. Yeah. All right. So this is going to be a 1348 101. You guys will be able to learn along with Tony here. He's decided to be the sacrificial lamb. And we're going to beat him up a little bit, right? You see? Yeah. Scare money, make no money. But stupid money, lose money, right? And hey, it's not your fault, right? You got to learn the system. So, a couple of things here. First off, do you have the chart that we have for TradingView? Do you have that chart?
I do not, and that's my screw up on that. I've been clicking on it to watch it to see the levels of resistance and the RSI, but I don't have it myself.
Yeah. Bruce, yeah, this is public. This is for everybody to join on in and, just follow along and learn, right? I really want to just educate the masses on 1348, and we're going to help Tony sort of kind of like fix his own issues. So, step one, right? You got to invest in yourself. That's step one, right? So, the TradingView charts, using the TradingView charts, you give yourself a one up, right? Because the charts automatically, as I show you here, the charts are automatically plotting your support and resistance. You don't have to plot this, right? The charts are doing it for you, okay? And, it's letting you know, okay, we got a call, right? It runs up and is like, hey, you're hitting resistance. It's time to sell, right? Then we have another indicator here. This is the RSI. And we like to use the RSI as an entry and exit indicator, primarily an exit indicator. So if we zoom in on here, the RSI that we have on our chart with TradingView, which you can copy once you get TradingView Pro or TradingView Pro Plus, you can go to any of our charts, copy, and then you would have all these indicators. These indicators are in place to help you. They're my favorite indicators, the most simplest indicators. But the RSI, it's a very simple strategy. You take this call, it runs up. You see RSI break, below its moving average, that yellow line. So you got like that light green line there breaking below its yellow line. That's usually an indication of exiting, right? Then we have the MACD. Now, the MACD indicator is meant to help you find the trend, right? So MACD crosses up is usually a bullish move. It crosses down is usually a bearish move, you see. And you can see price action sort of kind of like coincides with the movement here. Right now, we're looking at Nvidia real time, and you see that the MACD crossed to the downside, and then the histogram literally followed the price action. Okay. So that's why we have the MACD there as well. Then we have the shaft trend cycle. Now, the reason why we have the shaft trend cycle is known as the better MACD, right? But what it does is it gives you essentially double confirmation of what the MACD is going to do, right? So you want to be able to have as much confirmation on your move before you take that move, right? So, that's why we have these indicators. That's why it is mission critical that do you have TradingView, right? Because this is what allows things to start making sense to you, right? There were a lot of people in the Discord who, they were using Weeble and they were trying to follow along, right? But the minute they switched on over to TradingView, they were killing it. They were killing it, right? Because the chart is painting it out for them, you see.
Okay.
So you're
Yeah.
able to make more educated decisions. More importantly, you prevent yourself from holding way too long, right? One thing that for individuals that come to this Discord, you know, I guess you're conditioned to the mentality of, like buy, hold, right? Or, buy and then try to maximize profits, right? So you end up holding too long and then you miss your exit, you miss your train stop. So then you're green and then boom, now you're red and you're just like, what the fuck? I should have sold, right?
Right.
But you're trading blind
Yeah.
to a certain degree. You're
Happened a lot.
trading blind. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened to everybody. Like you get into an option play, you are green at some point of that play. But
Hmm.
then you're just like, oh shit, I'm red. Why? And 9 times out of 10, if you use the trading view chart, you will see the ranges as to where the price flips or wants to flip, right? And so
Hmm.
that helps you to better strategize your entry, better strategize your exit, right? And also, for instance, I'll give you a great example. So if we're looking at Nvidia here, right, and you see this call, right, and then we see this resistance here, right? But then we also see that it printed another resistance here, right? We know that there's two possible levels this thing could go, right? The first level we're going to respect is the 200 EMA because the 200 EMA also acts as resistance and support. And so do the 13 and the 48 EMAs, right? So every line on this chart is acting as support and resistance. Okay. So first first thing, all right, I'm going to take this call. Cool. Now, your first exit, considering, okay, 200 EMA, right? But then you see that big candle break, and you're like, okay, I'm good. It broke through the 200 EMA. All is good.
Hmm.
Where do I exit? Well, since you are already in healthy profit here, you're paying attention to this level to see if it would get right back up there, right? So then you got a little bit of retracement, but then you see the wick come right back up to that level, but it establishes another level very close to it. And then you have the RSI right here, make that cross below its moving average. So that tells you, okay, bro, time to get out. It's time to get out, right? The play
Right.
manifested itself. There's no need to continue to hold. Basically, all of 2020 and 2021, people got accustomed to the charts just literally doing what the SPY was doing. It was going up, 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 and up and up, 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 right? And then, like
Right.
now, we were experiencing market volatility where people are just like, what the hell is going on? This doesn't make sense. I don't know how to trade this, right?
Hmm.
So, a good trending market sometimes creates bad habits. And those bad habits would mean holding for 20, 30, 40, 50% gains when all you really need are like 3, 4, 5, maybe tops 10% gains on that trade. And then you re enter, right? Because there are plenty of
Yeah.
opportunity, right? Looking at Nvidia, for example, you have this call, it hits resistance, you exit, you profited, but your day's not done, right? So then it comes back down. Now you got this put. So now you're looking
Hmm.
at this put and you're looking at its ranges. You're like, okay, well, we got this put. The put broke below this level of support here. We have a continuation and it found a new low. Okay, I just made money there, right? I just
Yeah.
made money there. And then the RSI literally tells you where to get out. The RSI is like, hey, we crossed a moving average here. Maybe it's time to get out. You see? And so I hope just this little simple illustration is helping you to better visualize and understand how paramount TradingView is to your long-term success when trading, 1348 or pretty much trading any stock or anything, right? Pretty much any
Right.
strategy, TradingView will help you immensely. So now you're profiting on this put and that play's done, right? And
Hmm.
then what you're doing is you're looking for other high quality setups. And here we got some sideways action, not high quality setups. And I'll get into more specifics as to what is identified as a high quality setup or not a high quality setup, but we're just looking at what NVIDIA is doing for the day. Also, if we go to the SPY, we could see that the SPY is doing a lot of the same thing. And the SPY could also act as almost a cheat code. Usually, what you want to do is, like, if you're going to trade the SPY, you're going to trade Nvidia, go ahead and see what Apple is doing. Go ahead and see what Facebook's doing, right? Go see what Netflix and Google's doing, right? Those tend to go with the flow of the SPY, right?
Hmm.
So that's that. So there you go. You see why you need TradingView, and people, ever since they've gone ahead and implemented TradingView into their trading, they've definitely, kicked ass and took names. Definitely kicked ass and took names. It's worth its weight in
Okay.
gold. You would make the monthly subscription in a day. And I firmly believe that 1348, you would make the monthly subscription for this Discord in a day. Diana killed it today, $700,
Yeah.
right? And she's going
Yeah.
back for more. She's like, I want
Yeah.
more, and I have to protect her from herself. Like, no, chill out, like, you're
Go to
good.
lunch. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I was actually about to
um,
jump on that one as well, but nah, you saved me, saving her.
you know, uh, you know, another thing, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. There's no
Mhm.
reason to be greedy, right? The market isn't going anywhere, right? And I think I don't know if you were in the Discord when TMI broke down the math with 5%
Yeah.
gains on a
Oh,
ten
yeah.
on a $10,000 account. I mean, the numbers are astronomical, and you just have to believe in that, right?
Hmm.
50% gains are not necessary. If you take 5% gains on a $10,000 account within 3 years, you're a millionaire.
Right.
That's simple, right?
Hmm.
You double your portfolio every 7 days with 10% gains compounded. That's just the way math
Yeah.
works,
That's a
right?
goal.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So the thing is like we have to go ahead and tell people, do not be in a rush. There is no rush. You will not become a millionaire overnight, but you can blow up your portfolio overnight. Okay, so you always have to have that in the back of your head, like, do I want to blow up my portfolio or do I want to live to trade another day? You see.
Right.
Um, Basically, math says you're going to win 6 to 7 out of 10 trades, depending on how comfortable and how proficient you are with the trading strategy. And we try to keep the rules stupid simple. Okay, we have very very simple rules to go by. So what I want to do is I want to let's see. All right, reply to that. All right, what I want to do is basically go over maybe a trade that you took that did not go so well, because I believe we can learn from our mistakes, right? So you go ahead and you
Absolutely.
give me a ticker, and give me a timestamp, and we will go back in time and go over that mistake.
Yeah. So I had two mistakes today, or two trades. I think you've already answered the first one, but my first trade was with SPY on the first cross up on the 5 minute.
On the first cross up on the 5 minute.
Yes. So I bought it just, I think when the price was right around 402.50. I'm sorry, 402.80, somewhere in there. And then
402.80.
yeah,
Okay. Are we looking at today? Okay. Okay.
right,
So
yeah.
let's see. Right here. So at or about here. This
Yeah,
candle here on this
roughly.
call.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I
So,
bought it,
uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, 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 no. All right. I want you to explain your logic to me, and
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and clean it up.
Okay. So when I bought in, I did see green. It was like, I think I seen 1.7%, and I figured it would come down. And I've got on my own charts on Webull, I've got resistance and support at 402.65, somewhere in that range. I figured it would come down, test it, and go back up. once I started seeing the red candle. And instead of testing it and going up, it continued down. And I was watching Apple at the same time, and it broke below its EMAs. So I took a loss of just 7%.
Okay.
But like you were saying with the TV, with the RSI there, I don't know what it was saying, but maybe it said that it was not over yet because it continued right back up.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this is it's something like this, right? Whenever you see a cross happen, but the 13 is converging on the 200 EMA,
Hmm.
right? Whenever you see this happening, proceed with caution because remember, we've said that candles like to gravitate to the
Yeah,
EMAs.
I think you are on the wrong day. Sorry, I just seen somebody post that.
Okay, okay. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Wrong day. Oh,
There we go.
Jesus Christ. Ah, Jesus. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, okay. Here we go. So this call here.
Yes,
I was
there we go.
yes, I was on the
Right
wrong
day.
day. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Well, damn. Yeah, guys. Uh, I guess my pre-workouts were wearing out. Okay. Get focus, Gabe. So here's the deal. Same rule applies. Same rule applies here, where you had the crossover on the EMA, right? But essentially, your EMAs were still way too tight, right? But you had this call here, and you entered at or about here, right? Let's say, what, 402.25, maybe? I'm assuming. Let's see. I'm just assuming you entered on this candle where you got the call in the 5 minute. All right. Are you checking that out for me?
Here you are. I lost you on audio. Now I
Oh,
got you.
okay, okay. All right. So I'm assuming you entered somewhere like at 402 on this candle somewhere?
Yeah, it's like 402.80 ish, somewhere in the 80 cents range.
402.80. Okay. 402.80. All right. So you entered at 402.80 and then this ran up to a peak. That was 404.18, 404.09.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it hurt
Yeah.
because I got out
That that was a
with a
decent
loss.
move there.
I know. And- so my wife has got onto me because I do get out of plays way too early just because I've been burnt on so many plays, but I've also been burnt on plays for getting out too early. So,
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So check this out, right? Here's the deal, right? Don't worry about getting out early, right? You get out early, you secure the bag, right? The thing is that if there's a continuation of the play, then what you simply do is adopt the rim job method and then reallocate and play the rim job, right? Um, we don't necessarily, go back to our plays and say like, well, damn, I should have held, right? It's just
yeah.
like, no, you secure the bag because when your money is in the market, right, it's their money, it's not yours. It's not yours
Mhm.
until you secure it, right? It's still theirs.
Right.
So even if it's a 3%, 4% gain, hey, it's yours, right? So in this situation, I tell you what, this is going to boil down to simply just having patience in really getting the 1348 strategy engraved in you, right? Because you had the call here, and even though you entered high in on the candle, you still knew that there was money to be made in this range, right? Because you had resistance here, right? But the
Correct.
minute this
Yeah.
candle printed and you saw this resistance form, well, 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 maybe it's time to get out. But let's look at this example because we go to this candle. As soon as this candle closed, look what we have here on the RSI, a cross
Yeah.
down, which is saying exit.
Okay. Yeah.
It's saying exit. You got all the signals just literally being told to you right now, right? So let's not really get caught up in emotion of like, well, I don't want to, I don't want to miss the train or whatever. Every win is a win. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
where are you in the States?
Alaska.
You're in Alaska.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Last
shit, that
frontier.
explains the beard. That explains the beard, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Needs a
you're
trim.
actually going to help my point. You're going to help my point even more. Okay, I'm not going to get to Alaska on one tank of gas. I have to make
Yeah.
stops and I have to
Mhm.
refill, right? Those stops, that's your profit taking. We're still getting to Alaska, right? But, we're taking those stops along the way, right?
Mhm.
And the results still the same. Still the same, right?
Right. Yeah.
Alternatively, you could just do, nonstop on, Alaska Airlines,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that would literally be what you call like a boom boom candle, right? It's just boom boom candle, right? It's like you
Mhm.
just did you just did a hell of a run, you know.
Right.
Um, but that's not how we play. We like to play the gas stops. We know
Right.
where we're going, but we know we need to make stops. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. So
Yeah.
just adopt that mindset, man. Wow, Alaska. What brings you to Alaska? Are you a Alaska native or?
No, no. So I was born and raised in East Tennessee, and military brought me up here. And I was about to leave, and then I met my wife. She kept me up here, so and I love it. It's beautiful.
Got
Can't
it.
beat it.
Got it.
Well, you can't beat
Got it.
it. The weather sucks sometimes, but it's good.
Wait. So are you in like 6 months of nighttime right now, or like 6 months of daylight? Like, lost your audio again.
There we go. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So do you
What?
guys have like extra long days right now, or are you having extra long nights?
Yeah. So right now we're getting into extra long days. I think the sun went down closer to midnight, roughly. Came up. It was bright when I woke up this morning at like 5. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
we'll get to where the sun goes down at like 1 or 2 in the morning, comes up at 4. So yeah, gotta have those shades.
Wow. Does that give you insomnia, man?
It does. It does. I had to force myself to go to bed last night at midnight. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All
And then
right.
winters,
All
of
right.
course, you got the 3 or 4 hours of daylight. That's good. Get used to
Wow.
it.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay, so that spy play there, right? So basically, we're able to use this example and teach you that lesson. It's literally to believe in where those stop points are, right? And believe, what the RSI is telling you. Okay,
Mhm.
just truly, truly believe in that. Also, let's see here. You know, for me personally speaking, um, when price breaks above the 200 EMA, which goes back to the last example, which I was trying to share, that when the candles break the 200 EMA, I tend to be extra cautious because, again, everything likes to gravitate to the EMAs, right? So you could see, even though it broke, the candles broke the 200 EMA, it wanted to gravitate to the 13. And so then it came back down to the 200 and then a rim job
Mhm.
to 13. You see what I'm saying? And then
Right.
followed the 13 is literally rim jobbing to 13 on the way down. You see? So what I like to see is essentially the 13 and the 48 EMAs have a clean break. So if you had this setup right here that we see on the put side, if you had
Right.
that setup to the call side, that would have been, a
Mhm.
high quality play. You see what I mean? Because
Yeah.
when the EMAs crossed to 200 EMA, there was a great degree of separation here. Right? It was big time. Okay.
Oh,
Here, the EMAs were just way too tight. So we call this thigh gap. You want a healthy thigh gap, right?
mhm.
And if you don't have a healthy thigh gap, then it's not a high quality trade, but you would also have to look at it as a scalping opportunity. Okay. So it's not a long trend. It's not a long-lived trend. It's a quick scalp. So if you see your 3-4%, just take it, get out, right? And in fact,
Right.
I would dare challenge you that if you're going to play 1348 and you're going to play these crosses, especially on a 5 minute, and obviously using TradingView, I would challenge you to do exclusively 3 to 5% gains and then get out, and then wait for the next setup. 3 to 5% gains, get out. Wait for the
Yeah,
next
that's what I
setup.
did on the spy. Was it the spy cross? Just
Yeah,
a couple minutes ago. Took my 8%, and of course it's still continuing, but yeah, I'm happy with it.
it's still continuing. So, right, you took your 8% though. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At the end of the day, it's, coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? But see, you live to trade another play, right? Whether it be
Yeah.
a spy rim job opportunity, or you get another alert from, let's say, an AMD, a Lucid, or we have hundreds of alerts coming in, right? You get those
Right.
alerts, then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to look for an ideal setup and just play that too, right?
Okay.
Um,
Can I get some more
spy.
information on like the rim job that you
All right.
I guess
So,
everyone's
yeah.
killing.
All right, Jessica. Thank you for the super chat. Not needed. Don't want it. But all right, this is actually a one-on-one with Toby here. We're teaching the 1348 strategy, and I'll go ahead and answer your question. Um, you know what? Let's just do this really quick. She's asking if
No,
she needs to
do it.
average
Yeah.
down. All right, so UPST. All right, upstart holding. Let's go to the daily. Let's go ahead and bring this here. And um, average down, sweetheart. This is not financial advice, but I mean, you've literally broken every level, significant level, going all the way back to June of 21. And having broke that level, I mean, you're looking at the next stop here that's going to bring you all the way to April of 21. Uh, you know, Again, if you have long-term conviction, let me let me answer this really, really quick before I continue this tutorial for Toby. You don't average down unless your time horizon is over 1 year. You don't. You don't average down unless you're willing to hold something for over a year. Okay. The only other time you average down, guys, is to lower your overall average to exit. That is the only other time where you average down. So, if your average is 30 and you're able to average down to 25, it's currently at 23, and then it breaks 25, 10, for example. Okay, now you could exit. You break even. All right. So for me, I only average down if I intend to exit and/or um, if I intend to hold for a whole year or longer time horizon. And DA, yeah, you can fuck your mother too. That's cool. All right. So, anyways, back to the tutorial here. People are vicious. Let's get to it. Uh, Frank White says it. Done that a bunch of times. You average down to escape. That's right. Uh, all right, so let's go ahead and find a rim job example. And a good way to play rim jobs, right? We do have some rules. We do have some rules with the rim job. So the rim job, right, is best utilized on the 1 minute. Okay.
Okay.
Er, It is best utilized on the 1 minute. Now, why is it best utilized on the 1 minute? Because basically the 5 minute is going to cover five of these candles, right? So if you had one, two, three candles and then the fourth candle shot right back up, it's really hard to play that rim job on the 5 minute, right? Because
Hmm.
that candle is just going to go ahead and print a doji, for example, right? So let's go ahead
Right.
and zoom in on this here. So you got a put signal here, and you run this down, and this is on a minute. Wrong example. I thought I typed in AMD. That was AMC.
Have to find some more
Holy
haters.
shit. I was going to get crucified on this one. No, 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 no. Okay. So you could play rim jobs in basically both directions. So let's see
Mhm.
here. Find a
Someone's
good rim job
someone's saying
setup.
the spy is playing a rim job right now.
All right, Spy's playing a rim job on the 1 minute. Let's go ahead and look at it. Okay, there you go. This is a great example of a rim job, right? So,
Mhm.
rim job takes into account that candles like to find comfort in EMAs, right? But then EMAs act as supporting resistance. If it acts as resistance, it actually rejects it. So, here, you got a rejection. How do we know that's a rejection? My friend, all you have to do is look at that RSI right there. You see that cross down?
Right.
Right there, right?
Okay.
You, you got the rejection and it came down, right? And then right here, you get the next crossover here. When you see that the candle hit the 13,
Mhm.
right? You see that there? But look what
Yes.
just happened with the RSI. It did cross it briefly. Okay. So that would be play number one on a rim job, right? Secure the bag, make sure you're not in it in case that RSI commits, to the upside, right? So
Right.
then you go ahead and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, right? And then this, here goes another setup right there. It gets rejected off to 13, right? You see RSI breaks below its moving average. You see the MACD trending down, and then the shaft trend cycle is signaling a sell. So, with all three bits of confirmation, hey, this is a rim job. This is another play, another setup, and I'm going to play it until we have a crossover once again on the RSI. Once we got that crossover, you could see that it started trending somewhat flat, right? Somewhat flat, but
Mhm.
I'm not here to risk it. I'm here to secure the bag. So it crossed over to the upside, and you could see it's a subtle trend up. You see that candle printing here? It's a subtle
Right.
trend up, but I secured the bag. All is good in the hood, right? But that's a rim job. So with the rim job, you're looking at rejections from the EMAs. You're looking for it to include a crossover on the RSI, right? And you're also looking for the MACD and the shaft trend cycle to confirm the direction. Okay.
Okay.
Once all those conditions are met, congratulations, you have an ideal rim job setup. Okay.
Okay. So would that at what is it, 12:40, 12:42, is would that be a good rim job setup?
That, in fact, is a good rim job setup,
Okay.
right?
All right.
Yeah. You see, this is a good
Yeah.
rim job setup, even though the profits were thin, you see,
Mhm.
before you get that cross up, right? Or you could go ahead and say, all right, if you're looking at the MACD, the MACD is trailing flat, right? It's flat. And then you have the RSI is just still relatively flat as well. So you could go ahead and say, okay, well, I'm going to make a risky little bet and, bet that it's going to rim job the whole entire move, right? Just me personally, I like to play just very, very strong indications, right? This is, in fact, a rim job, but it's a weak one. This here
Okay.
is a better rim job because you got more separation on the RSI and the moving average here, you see. And
Right.
when the candle bounced off the 13 EMA, you had a little bit more of a gap here, right? And everything
Mhm.
was just trending down with it. So that's essentially the setup you're looking for with a rim job. You're looking for uh, an inception point, right? Looking for that
Right.
crossover, and you're looking just like when we like to see the EMAs separate. You want to see the
Mhm.
RSI and its moving average on that chart. You want to see a healthy separation. Okay.
Okay.
That confirms your rim job. You want to make sure that the MACD is also confirming it in that direction as well. Okay. And the shaft trend cycle as well. And obviously, you're looking at your support and resistance lines that are being plotted. So you're like, okay, well, this
Mhm.
might be a zone where I have to prepare to take profit,
Right.
you know? And as you're preparing to take profit, the RSI will then give you a firm indication like, take profit now. right?
Okay.
Um, these charts definitely just literally guide the way. I'm not the smartest man on earth. I'm not a very smart trader. I've just been doing this for 12 years to buy into a system and to believe in it. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I've been
Yeah.
doing it long enough. Okay. So it's just a matter of whether you have a paper trading account, practice with a paper trading account, and or after the trading day is over, you go back to the SPY, go back to, your favorite tickers and just look at how she moves. Look at how she moves relative to the indicators, right? And it's going to
Hmm.
create a sense of familiarity, and you're going to be like, okay, well, I recognize a rim job setup now. I also recognize, a high quality crossover on a call and a put, you see. And usually a very high quality call and put, right? It would be so high quality that you skip 5%, that you find yourself at 10, 15% gains. You see what I'm saying? And you're like,
Right.
holy shit, it catches you off guard because it just happens so fast. You see,
Okay.
me personally, I would take profit at that point, and then go
Yeah.
ahead and look for another rim job. So now we got Diana. Now, Diana, guys, is our resident NVIDIA lover. She's an NVIDIA fanboy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and look at the chart here and basically look at the rim job setup. Now, NVIDIA, um, I know for our Discord, is a favorite. So, again, if you're going to commit to a rim job, you're looking for the rim jobs on the 1 minute because this is for quick scalps. Okay. So, you ended up getting this put here on the 1 minute, but what happened? The candles found comfort in this range here, literally. You can see that, right? It found comfort in this range. It came
Hmm.
down, get this put signal, finds the 13, comes down a little bit, finds support because candles like support. Comes back up to the 13, and then here, right there, it breaks support, and then you get a nice bit of separation on the R side right here,
Okay.
right there, right? It also happens to be where the MACD crossed to the downside and the shaft trend signaled a sell, right? So this is where you would
Right.
open a put contract and then ride her to the bottom, and then she signals support. But guess what happened here? The RSI showed you a crossover. The RSI shows you a crossover right about here, which
Hmm.
signals an exit. So this rim job then becomes highly profitable. So let's go ahead and look at this in real time. You
Awesome.
have it here. Here we go. It follows the 13, gets rejected by the 48. Again, candles love EMAs and they love support and resistance, right?
Hmm.
You see that big candle come down. Now we got that separation. And that's what we're looking for, that separation. And you see the RSI is pivoting down. You see his angle downwards, right?
Hmm.
So if you came in on this candle after this crossover happened, this doji printed, that's where this crossover happened. Okay. You
Right.
then take this candle down, and all you're doing is making sure that the RSI stays below its average so that there's a continuation in the move. Now we're playing this on a 1 minute, so we'll go ahead and see how this develops, right? So we'll just hang tight. We're going to show proof of concept, okay? And
Okay.
Astro Chimp, raise your volume. Says it can't hear anything. All right. So there we go. RSI is just saying, hey, I want some more separation. RSI is the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing going on, right? It's like,
Hmm.
I don't want to be with it right now. But we got extra confirmation here with the sell signal here with the shaft trend, and then the MACD crossover printing some red on the histogram. So this is telling me this is a high quality play. You're going to follow the 13 down and just play it smart. Okay. It's going to play it smart. Um, you might see a candle come up to the 13 and it might freak you out a little bit. But as
Right.
long as we don't get this crossover here, as long as we don't get a crossover here, the play's still healthy. And okay, there you go. So there's a potential cross here. There you go. She comes right back up to the 488 EMA. That
Okay.
cross right there just literally lets you know, like, maybe it's time to get out. And
Okay.
sure enough, so you took this big candle here from 170 down to about
Hmm.
169.97, and then you and then you hung around here, right?
Right.
You could have took profit, right? The minute she crossed here, all right, take a profit, go. We're done. We're done with that
Yeah.
rim job. Proof of
Okay. Well,
concept.
shout out to Diana for that. When she posted it, I seen it. I jumped in and got 2%. So thanks.
Oh man, shout out to Diana. She really loves Nvidia. She knows how Nvidia moves. And
Yeah.
that, I guess, is another bit of advice is we have a plethora of alerts because we have to feed to, just different portfolio sizes, right? But I would advise is find 4 or 5 tickers, your favorite, and
Hmm.
get intimate with her. Get intimate with all of them. All right.
Yeah.
Understand how they move, understand their ranges, and you will be profitable.
Okay. And I'm assuming with
Yeah.
the rim jobs you're using, let's say the SPY, we'll be using 0 day or 2 day.
Yes. 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 0 day.
Okay.
0 day. Yeah.
Okay.
0 day.
All
Right.
right.
And so let's go ahead and look at the spy on the 5 minute. What's happening here? And so go back to the spy here and we'll see what she's doing on a 5 minute. This is actually a put signal that is reaching maturity, right? So
Mhm.
when I say reaching maturity, what I mean by that is this. Okay, we zoom out and we look for a level. Bingo, we found her. You see where my mouse is at? There's a
Yep.
level here, right? There's a level here. That's telling me the play's reached maturity. I'm going to go ahead and exit. I'm exiting. Okay. From
Okay.
that point on, what I'm going to do is then ask myself, am I going to wait for her to cross back up for a call signal, a
Hmm.
profitable call signal? Or am I going to then switch to the 1 minute and look for rim job opportunities in the downtrend, right? Because, well, that's all she's been doing is rim jobbing on the 1 minute pretty
Yeah.
much, right? Okay. So here you go. On the 5 minute, you got this put on the spy. You secure the bag because, well, we have this level. Again, guys, whenever you see some consolidation, you want to go ahead and find those levels, right? Or even before you even commit to a play, you want to go ahead and find those levels. That way, you know where you could possibly exit. This is very, very important. This will keep you, well, a couple of things. Couple of things. It will keep you safe. It will keep your expectations in check, right? Um, and it'll keep you from getting hurt, right? Secure the bag. That's it, right? Um,
Right.
I'm not doing any wizardry here. It's just the chart. Just literally, we just read it, and you know,
It sounds like TV is the answer for the charts.
yeah, yeah. There was a reason why,
Okay.
TV TradingView provided
Yeah.
the versatility I needed to go ahead and one code the 13 EMA crossover and then add the additional layers that I needed, for you guys to see so that you could have, that unfair advantage in the market. You know, you hear a lot of retail screaming, "Oh, it's manipulation, it's unfair, it's this, that, and the other." And I mean, me personally, it just depends on what school of thought, and what side of the street you're on, because you know people are making money,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. That's
and
true.
trading view helps. Yeah, yeah, definitely helps.
Okay.
So, all right, any other questions?
Can't think of any. I only had a second loss today, and that was with Apple. And I was
Ooh,
trying, let's see, where was it? Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up. I was trying to play a 1 minute rim, and I think, oh, no, I'm sorry. It was a 1 minute cross at, let's see, 10:23, 10:24. And
all right.
I wasn't even paying attention to see that the 200 was right above it or on the price.
All right. So you said 1023?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
There you go. Now you weren't using TradingView, but we literally just saw it, right? Because
Yeah.
you had the 200 EMA, which was going to act as a possible rejection, but we also had this printed earlier before,
Hmm.
so it was literally going to go up and try to retest. And because the EMAs were still so tight, let me go ahead and make this larger. Because the EMAs were so tight, right, this would not be a high quality play. Okay.
Hmm.
But we had this level, which already printed on the 1 minute. So you knew that that was your range if you were to take this call, so you get the crossover, you're like, probably not going to take it. And sure enough, it gets rejected by the 200 EMA, and then you have a very significant level of resistance here. And then, sure enough, it just consolidates along the EMAs, finds itself along the EMAs, and then we get a put here, and then she just breaks down. You see,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's again, it's just really having that awareness. And I'm going to show you something interesting, right? So we had this crossover, right? And in this
Hmm.
crossover, you had RSI below 50, which means it qualifies for the rules. You had MACD in a downward trend, shaft trend cycle showing down. And, that tells me it's a high quality play, a high quality move. Also, there was a big, big, big amount of separation here on the RSI as well. Okay. So,
Right.
take all those things into consideration. That was a profitable play there. Um, yeah. And I mean, again, we can't, no one, I swear, no one could ever predict we make a move all the way down here. No one.
You know.
Okay. No one. If anybody could predict this, then yeah, they'd have a lot of freaking money. But you could still play it, take your gas stop. You stop for some gas, right?
Hmm.
You go ahead and you see this call, and then you realize the 200 EMA is there, and you're like, I'm not really feeling it, right? The range, nope. Then you get another put, and you're like, okay, it comes down. You know where support is, right? So you exit right here because you get
Hmm.
another retest of support. Bounces right back up to the EMAs and then just completely gets rejected, right? So you secure the bag here because our side told you to, right there. Our side
Okay.
told you to secure the bag, right? And then it gets rejected here, and then RSI literally tells you enter, come back in, right? And then you just rock and roll with it, right? Is rim jobbing the third chain all the way down. It's a beautiful thing. Very, very,
Right.
very
I mean,
simple. Once you take the chart, put it in front of you, every day, and you just
hmm.
see how candles move within the ranges and how the RSI behaves relative to entries and exits, and you're unstoppable, man.
Yeah, I've been doing it all wrong. No TV, and just kind of watching the candle go back and forth. Okay.
Well, there you go. There you go.
All
This
right.
chart is part of the 1348 Discord, obviously, but it's also part of,
Yeah.
like the whole entire system. It's a cheat code. It's a cheat code, man. It just
Mhm.
gives you visual insight as to what you would not see, let's say, on Weeble, unless you're actively plotting your support and resistance on Weeble. But that takes time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So while you're plotting your support and resistance, it's just like, wait, I'm missing the plays. So that's why we have
Yeah.
everything automated for you, so you don't.
Yeah, and that's kind of nice because my support and resistance are it's starting to make a mess on my chart.
Yeah,
Unlike
yeah.
unlike TV, it just has that one little line.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a short little line. That's it.
Mhm.
And it shows you its stair steps. Very, very simple.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got a much better understanding of why I need TV.
There you go. There you go. Now, FMG asked, what do you do when the spread is like 10 cents between the bid and the ask? Well, you try to get the mid price, which is 5 cents. Also to help you guys out, our alerts coming up will include option data at the time of the cross. So you got the mid, the bid, and the ask at the time of the cross. So, for instance, at the time of the cross, if let's say the price is $25, you actually get fair value on that option at $25. So, if it gets rejected, for instance, right, and then comes right back up to the 25, you're not going to go ahead and overpay for it because you already have a reference point. You see what I'm saying? Um, Again, making you a that much more informed trader. Yep. And Legendary says we will tell you which one to pick too. We'll tell you which strikes out of the money, everything. You're just going to be well informed on the alerts. Um, Journalist says from this, I learned I definitely need TradingView. Absolutely.
Yes, I'm
TradingView.
with you. I'm still down on the day, but I'll gain it back. Maybe not today, but tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Definitely. You'll
Yeah.
get it back. Listen, man, don't be afraid to ask questions in the Discord. We're all just a big community. We're friendly, obviously. We're a bunch of
Hmm.
degenerates who like to make money and have fun doing so. Uh, let's see. I don't care for the EMA. Instead of the EMAs, I just use the EMAs. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix. You know what I mean? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix. But we definitely got the cheat codes, and Algo's got those bots, and those bots. Algo, check this out. Algo's personal account, ladies and gentlemen, his personal account. He has a bot that's based on the rules of 1348, and he started with 5,000 a month ago. He is now up to 10,000,
That's awesome.
which
That's awesome.
which which proves the system works. Just human emotion doesn't. So that's why, we need to make sure your money isn't exposed for too long and your emotions aren't exposed for too long. Make sense? Secure the bag. Boom, boom, boom. That's all we need to do. That's it. All right, Wesley, good to see you here from South Mississippi. Oh God, seeking gamma. Lord, 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 you're just toxic, bro. You're everything that's wrong with the market. Just go and suck on your mom's tit, bro. Anyways, like I have no patience for like the stupidity that's out there. That's why you're still fucking broke. All right. All right, let's back to you, man. Any other questions you might have?
Yeah. Not really. I just kept getting faked out on 1348s. Like this morning, I seen it go down. It was down 7% before it shot up, and I got scared because I had Apple off to the side watching it, and it broke below the EMAs
Okay.
as I was down 7%. That's when I got out, and then it shot back up. But if I would have had TradingView, I would have seen that the RSI was still above.
Yeah.
So that's on me. It's all on me. It's all on me.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah. Now Seeking Gamma wants to hijack the comment section. He's just yeah, the guy. All right. So, who gave this guy Wi-Fi, please? Anyways, brother, thank you for coming on. I hope you guys who truly want to make money in the market and really want to master this strategy, I hope you're able to do so. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you for this opportunity. Like this really helped me out a lot.
awesome. That's the whole point. And
Mhm.
Seeking Gamma, do you really want me to extend this live stream and just roast you, bro? Like I could do that. I'll have a lot of fun. I think the
Let's
community will
do
let me
it.
do it too. Yeah, because
Let's
dude, I
do
could
it.
I could roast you, man. Like people to forget what I told you guys to sell AMC and reposition. You didn't do that. Your ass is butthurt. You know what? You're nervous. I get it. Your asshole's really clenched, really tight, like you're doing fucking P90X, and you're nervous. And you shouldn't be mad at me. You should be mad at yourself. Just definitely being a dumb fuck, right? Seriously. You're going to come into my house, my chat, tell me I'm wrong when I'm obviously showing people how to make money. Isn't that what AMC is all about? Life changing financial freedom. But yet, while AMC does that and we wait for it, we're hoping people do that right now? Huh. I mean, whose team are you on? Or maybe you just got a personal thing against me. And maybe it's just pure hatred, right? Because I slept with your wife last night. And you know what? She's not even worth it. Dude, seriously, she can pinch her nipples with her toes, bro. It's just nasty and disgusting. Someone should have just warned me that I was fucking cattle. Seriously. All right. Now, if you're going to come here, man, and just like start some shit, man, like, please don't. Because I will roast you. I will roast you. All right. Seriously, bro. You know? Oh, my God, man. You
Get
know,
it.
y- your fucking wife's vaginal lips, they're not aerodynamic, bro. They're just like. Oh, man. And then we got Ed here. What the fuck? No, we don't do duty. I don't give a shit about your duty, bro. Your duty's been wrong. I was right. You were wrong. You kids are fucking comical. Seriously, you kids are fucking comical. Like to the moon, margin call, this, that, and the other. It's just like, dude, you're going to roast me, but you have like 1.6 shares, bro. Like 1.6 shares, right? I am very invested in AMC. And I'll tell you what, when AMC hits 7, which is my dollar cost average, I'm out. Why am I going to hold for you? You're a fucking ingrate. And more importantly, even if you do get life changing money, you don't know how to trade. You're going to fucking lose it like Mike Tyson lost it. He lost it all. Seriously. I mean, fucking kids. Just,
Married
yeah,
a
yeah.
trans.
Like, seriously. Seriously. Like seriously, you're just a fucking beta male who just really lacks accountability and just really gets mad at your cereal because there's not enough fucking marshmallows in it. That's serious. Oh, why did it? Keeps avoiding why I gave Kenny shares. That's an assumption. That's an assumption. I'm convinced you're a woman because you have made all the emotional assumptions a woman would. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I hear Knight seeking Gamma, a bitch. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up. Hey, Tony, man. Thanks for hanging out with me in this rant. I just really,
No,
I
it's
have a
good.
thing for the AMC community because even CEO Adam said you guys need to chill the fuck out. Like he literally went on Twitter. He went on the news and said you degenerate fucks need to chill the fuck out. You just do. I mean, anybody who wants to hold this stock long term, you're scaring them away.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, we were like, who are these fucking degenerates with this fucking DD? To the moon. On what premise? Right? Like, fuck out of here, man. Like, jeez. He just
You
admitted
can go when
he
it's
gave
ready.
Kenny shares and went nuclear on the guy for asking why that's okay. Did I admit? No, I'm going to give Kenny my fucking shares. And in fact, it's not even Kenny anymore. You're just a dumb fuck, man. You're literally just buying into this narrative. You're just a dumb fuck, bro. Like, just move on with your life, man. Move on with your life. You know, you should have sold that 72. Maybe you wouldn't be so bitter. Maybe you'd be in a Discord making money with us because you would actually have money to invest in a Discord, you fucking idiot. All right. We're done. I'm signing out, man.
Thank you.
Take it easy, man. Peace.
See ya.